Welcome back to the Chicken Tender Podcast. Chicken and Tenders. I messed it up. Welcome back to the Chicken and Tenders Podcast. I'm your host, Elijah.
I'm Noah.
You gotta talk to the...
I'm Noah.
There we go. And we today have a super cool episode. Look at our new set. Isn't this sick? We got our lovely warm fire. Don't go too close. Burn yourself. You got this at a Marshall's. This thing's so sick. I love it. It's an on-air light. Today we're going to be making two drinks. We're having a party tonight. We're throwing a game night to play Hues and Cues. If any of you have played it, it's a pretty baller game.
It's solid.
Very excited for it.
It's a good game.
So what we're doing with that is we're all making color-themed charcuterie boards and wearing the color that we were assigned. So I was assigned yellow.
I was assigned purple.
Perfect. And so our drinks are going to coordinate with that. So I'm making a sparkling lemonade fancy little drink thing.
And I am making a indigo plum G&T.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I'm super excited for that.
I'm excited too.
So first off, to kick us off, it's the end of March, and March has been an insane month for the show, I have to say.
Yeah.
We've had a bunch of guests, most of them. We've had 2 guests and one of our own, and then we missed a week because I was away and you weren't feeling well.
Yeah.
So if you want to get started on a drink,
yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about the Banh Mi episode. So the Banh Mi episode, that was
first intro this. So the special thing about the Indigo G&T is that it uses Empress 1908 Indigo Gin. One of my favorite gins. The flavor itself is excellent, but mostly just because it's such a vibe to have purple liquid.
Yeah, and it's so pretty.
And it's gin. So it's it's an alcohol that's not naturally purple, and yet they've made it purple, because it uses what is it?
It's the butterfly
pea flower, and that's what dyes it the purple color.
That's so I've seen a lot of really cool drinks made with that, with glitter.
Oh, dude, me too.
I
was thinking about that tonight.
I have it.
Do you?
Yeah, I have glitter if you want to put it.
I might try that out.
I'm really excited for that. That's a really good gin, and I think it's going to be delicious. So with our Banh Mi and Vietnamese coffee, I keep talking. Anyway.
No, it's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. I just... That's so
it's very floral.
It's very floral, very smooth. I feel like gin sometimes has a bite, and that is just nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
No, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. So Banh Mi episode. I had my girlfriend Anaya come on. It was her debut of Shef Satt. It was great. And I don't know. We had a really good time. It went really well.
Oh, she killed it.
She killed it.
She was perfectly in the mood for filming Chef Satt.
Yeah, and that thing is now over 400 views. It's our second best performing video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Over 400 views?
Yeah, and the other one is the Tomka soup is at 800 plus. Awesome. Same thing with I think the mac and cheese one is at 300. We're peaking some numbers recently, which is awesome.
I'm so happy.
So that's super exciting.
That's super exciting.
So yeah, that was really fun. The Banh Mi came out really good.
It did. It was delicious.
It was delicious. The only thing...
It was excellent.
What?
The pork belly was excellent.
Oh yeah, no, it was amazing. The only thing with the pork belly though, so in the actual original recipe, you're supposed to have the pork belly is not supposed to be sliced. It's supposed to be one giant square of pork belly.
Really? Oh.
So the problem is with the ones I got, because they would slice in 3 slices, the heat can get in between, and so it cooks on the sides.
Yeah.
So that's why the top got too hard and didn't get crunchy enough.
No, that makes sense.
And so that was, you could hear a little tick on your tooth when you first take a bite.
Oh yeah,
because that was,
dude, the crunch. There's a part when I took my first bite where it literally, I was like, did I just break my tooth? That's how crazy. That's how crunchy it was.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It was delicious. It was totally worth it.
I thought it was in that long enough. It was at 175 for 2.5 hours, and then heat blasted at 450 for 30 minutes, I think it was. So I thought that would do it, but I guess I was incorrect. But that came out delicious. It actually ended up being our most expensive episode to date, because I think everything in total was about $85.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So that's $20 less than we spent on the entire first season.
That's crazy.
I know. So I'm like, it was worth it. It's
But
worth
to
it.
be fair, we've also like the very first season we did how many episodes? Like 3?
Like 4, 5.
Yeah, 4.
I think it wasn't that much. We also started. What happened?
No, I dropped a plum.
Oh no! Do you need an apron?
No, it's okay.
We also started in October, so that we had a lot less time than we have now. We've done, I believe, almost 11 episodes so far this year, and it's barely April, which is
Yeah.
really cool. Super huge milestone for us. I'm really proud of us because
Absolutely.
one, it's hard to keep up with it. One, monetarily, but two, also even like wanting to, like having the desire to do it,
Yeah.
can be a little bit tough.
Sometimes they're just busy.
And we're just super busy, like constantly day in, day out. Like this isn't our day job, although we would like it to be. This isn't what we do for work. It's for fun. And our actual jobs take up a lot of time. So
Yeah.
um,
It is unfortunate.
it is unfortunate. But we do, after the banh mi, we made the Vietnamese coffee. Now that, I
That was
love
so
Vietnamese
good.
coffee so much. There's a place in Poughkeepsie, New York that makes really good Vietnamese coffee. We actually went there today and I didn't get it. I got a maple cinnamon latte, but
Kelly's.
Kelly's.
Oh,
Kelly's is the place that I always
didn't
talked
know
about
that.
making the Vietnamese coffee.
That makes
so good. And it's iced, which is even better. That stuff will keep you up for hours.
Yeah.
That is so strong. And
I struggled to fall asleep that night.
yeah, me too. Me too. Both me and Anae were just like, we can't go to sleep. So it's super dark. It's super concentrated, but it's delicious because it's sweet. And I absolutely love that. So all in all, I can't think of any other crazy things that happened in that episode. I think it was a very straightforward time. I'm surprised and shocked by how well all our guests do off the bat.
I know. Because first one for the season was with
Dawood.
Linnea, right? That was the first one for this, like that this month.
No, we had Dawood. Oh, this month. Yeah, this month
Yeah.
was Anaya.
This month was Linnea.
Um,
And then followed by
followed by mac and cheese, which
mac and
was
cheese.
Xavier, which that was amazing too.
Yeah, he killed it, man.
He did so good. That was a big goal that we wanted to take on with the show recently, is like have more people on, because I'm sure it gets tiring to see our face all the time and seeing it over and over again.
Some diversity in there.
Yeah, exactly. But having the guests, it brings like new people and a new vibe. Everybody brought such a different. Dawood brought the chaos,
100%. Which is the best.
which is the best. Anaya brought like calm.
She did.
She just brought peace. Finally having a woman on the show to break up the craziness of just a bunch of dudes.
Okay, so basically, in a cocktail shaker, you throw like a quarter of a plum, and you muddle it together with some simple syrup, or you can use cardamom syrup, but I'm just gonna use simple syrup for now. Afterwards, which you add your ice and then your gin, and then you do 3 dashes of orange bitters. After that, you shake it up, just get it nice and chilled, pour it over some ice, and then top the rest with tonic water, and then a slice of plum. But I'm personally allergic to plums. It's just like a oral sensitivity to it, so we're just gonna avoid it. We did make the choice to put like edible glitter in there,
Yeah, and it looks really pretty.
and it looks very pretty. It's very like very shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's give it a shot.
Right. It's very like level. I love that.
It is. You get that plum kind of more towards the end.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Great job, man.
Yeah,
Good
thank
recipe. I really like it
that's
a lot.
good one. Yeah.
Tell us about the mac and cheese episode.
All right.
You were on that. You made your cursed mac and cheese, which went viral. It was at 30K.
That's crazy.
So that was amazing.
Mac and cheese was solid. That was our first SmackDown episode,
Yeah.
which was super fun.
Super fun. Unintentionally became a series at that point.
Yeah, we were like, oh, this is kind of a good idea to have like an actual face-off, because
Yeah.
everything that we do is where you and I cook together.
Right.
But this is an opportunity for us to kind of show off our own personal skills and put them to the test to see not necessarily who's better, but just like in that moment, like who's on top with this certain recipe.
Right.
Starting with mac and cheese is awesome because mac and cheese has so many varieties.
And it's super simple to make, actually.
And it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have the potential to go very simple, or you have the potential in your direction to go with a very complex
Right.
mac and cheese. And in my case, I just went crazy.
Yeah.
So,
That's okay.
which partially I was thinking about bringing Kraft mac and cheese. Like genuinely,
Right,
I was
yeah.
like, nobody else is gonna do this. This might be actually pretty hilarious. And like, I don't know. Sometimes you just can't top
Absolutely.
Kraft mac and cheese.
It's
Like,
so
it's just
good.
delicious. Yeah, it's hard to beat. But no, that was fun. Yeah, let's start with Xavier's. Xavier came in full force. To that episode, he was like
Absolutely
he was
killed
ready.
it. He
Super
brought
proud
such
of
a
him.
like good energy.
He did.
Yeah.
Because he's such a good energied soul individually. Like he's awesome. He's so like always nice, always like just so heartfelt, and everything that he says is always there for you. Like I remember just like hanging out with him at Noah Brown's concert, and I was outside, just watching the door, making sure everybody had like a pass to come in. And he was like, "Hey man," he's like, "Do you need anything? Like I'm right around here." And I was like, "No, dude, I'm good." He's like, "Well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for standing by." And I was just like,
Such a great guy.
he's just such a good guy.
Such a kind soul.
So then he shows up to the episode, brings a great energy, and he brings his own recipe for mac and cheese.
Out of his brain.
Out of his brain.
Straight out of his brain.
Just starts cooking, grabs, his own cheese, his own macaroni, like all this stuff. And he's just like, yeah, it was just insane to watch. Like that is the kind of professionalism that I hope to have one day.
Yep.
Where you just kind of have a bunch of recipes just tucked away in your noggin.
I feel like we did bring that a little bit into the Caesar salad episode, like the Caesar chicken.
That's
just a tad, because that sandwich itself had no recipe. We'll get into that later, but like I think we brought that, like, it's a good start at least.
That's true. That is one of the episodes, and as we do more episodes, the more that we kind of get in that mentality.
Right.
Like there are things that we can do without having to follow a recipe.
Right. And that's also another thing I want to bring to the show, of just trying stuff. Even if it's not good, just making something weird and random and out of just the depths of our brain to make weird stuff. I think that's just, I guess that might be more where I would love to show to go, of having more fun with the food instead of just like teaching how to make something that we're reading off of a recipe.
No, that's so true. Yeah. And I mean, I feel like let's think about season 1. That was just us, like, we had no idea what we were doing. We were just like, let's try some stuff. We had a goal of like doing kind of like a Broke Boys type.
Right.
Which we have gone away from.
We have, yeah.
But it would be fun to maybe go back into that, like our $20 recipe challenge or whatever.
Save us money.
It would 100%.
100%.
But speaking of kind of going crazy with it, let's talk about your animal style mac and cheese.
Right.
From the brilliant minds over at Mythical Kitchen, one of our biggest inspirations. Fantastic recipe.
Oh, it's amazing.
I mean, In-N-Out itself is great.
So good.
And then to combine that with mac and cheese and just the ideas that they threw in there, the caramelized onions, the Thousand Island sauce, the potato chips on top.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Never would think to put that in or on mac and cheese in the slightest.
No, absolutely. It's just like a ludicrous series of things that they put together, and it actually combines so well.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I was a fan.
Yeah, I want to make it again, big time.
Flavor wise, that was my favorite. Of all three of the mac and cheeses that we made, that flavor was just like, I wanted to eat like seconds and thirds.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And then we delve into mine.
Right.
Mine was a recipe of mac and cheese that I found. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I think what the problem is, and I think, as fun as doing it with the thin spaghetti was, thin spaghetti is such a, at least from the people that I've talked to about mac and cheese, or just about pasta in general, spaghetti is one of those things, like, mac and cheese was designed for the macaroni noodle.
Correct.
Because of the way that it holds form and the way that it holds cheese and the way that it
fills
doesn't
the noodle.
dry out.
Yeah.
With thin spaghetti, it's tough.
Oh,
and especially with how thick the sauce that I used was. It wasn't like a liquidy sauce. It was a sauce that had the potential to dry out much easier.
Right. It very, very quickly became like Alfredo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too. And I think that in itself was just the combination of cheeses that I used. I used Fontina cheese, and I used mozzarella, and I used sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
Which are great, but sharp cheddar is really more along the lines of mac and cheese.
Right.
It's chemically designed cheddar cheese to be pulled apart. It's designed to be mushy. So it's a combination of two different cheeses, and that's where cheddar came from.
Got it.
And so that, like, on burgers, it's perfect because it's easy to pull apart.
Right.
Cheese sandwiches, it's the same thing. Mac and cheese. I'm pretty sure it's cheddar. I'm pretty sure cheddar is the
pull apart?
Yeah, like it's a special type of cheese that was designed for these specific
Interesting.
recipes.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. I don't know 100%, but I have heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
And I choose to believe it until
proven. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So I feel like all cheese is designed, so.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, somebody just milked a cow, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, what if we just let this sit for
What if you let it sit, and if we didn't die, it's good.
Yeah. And
crazy.
now we have like hundreds of varieties of cheese, like
Delicious.
which are amazing. No, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all in all, the 3 recipes, solid, very individually different in their own way.
Which made that great.
Oh,
because
100%.
they were so different from each other.
Yeah. No, it was super cool to see a diverse variety, and also like where our minds are at.
Yeah.
So like it was completely different. Like yours was like you had a recipe in mind you wanted to try. He had a recipe in heart, and I had a crazy idea and I made it happen.
It just executed it perfectly.
It's executed as best as possible.
And everybody loved it.
Yeah.
The amount of like recommendations on how to make different mac and cheeses and everything in the comments that I want to try again someday.
Yeah.
Because it's like blue cheese and different types of
crazy.
Blue cheese.
It would be
insane.
worth trying.
Yeah, I want to try it. I do want to try
shot.
it. No, I made a list of all the comments so that we can like take a look at it and maybe make something someday. So no, all in all, I really liked that episode too. I think it was fun.
It was fun.
It was nice even in the edit to try a different format like of the SmackDown. Like
especially the way that you edited like the animations and the text styles and everything in there.
Right.
Yeah, it was
which
great.
was nice. Made it more of a competition and more of like a different show on the main channel, which is nice. Yeah. So, and that's another thing that we're trying to do more, and the ideas are flowing for that, of bringing different series into the main channel. Because I was just telling Noah earlier that like, it can get boring seeing our faces all the time, and it can get boring for us doing just the same format over and over and over again. And so like having a switch up, which is why the podcast is great, which is why like SmackDowns are great. And why don't you tell them about our other idea that we had? Cursed.
Yeah. So in the heart of, or in the spirit of the cursed mac and cheese,
right,
to do just a cursed episode. Or a series of cursed episodes.
Cursed cuisine.
Yeah,
someone commented actually on the TikTok saying, call it cursed cuisine. And I'm like, we're going to do that.
Yeah. So, we have to sit down and talk obviously about the next series of episodes, because we had March planned out. Right. But now we're getting into like the next season.
Yeah,
or the next,
April.
like,
we don't have anything planned so far. So
yeah, we'll have to talk about what to include there. But yeah, cursed cuisine would be awesome. Taking your average everyday recipes and trying to alter it in some way to make it seem unappealing. Yeah. But to make something great.
Yeah, or just be like, what if this meat was this meat? Mm-hmm. Does it taste the same? Does it taste better? Does it taste worse? Type thing. Like that sounds so much fun to me, and I really want to try it.
And I can't wait to get all of the, the irate comments about how we've ruined something. That is gosh. That would be the best. I love that. Because I can only imagine how, like, you make a recipe, and if it even deviates from the original, like, how much people will go off on it. Oh, yeah. But, like, imagine you're doing it on purpose. We
would end up showing up on Culinary Crimes. Other stuff that we make.
That's exactly right. Yeah. No, 100%. I love that. But, yeah, so that's a series that we're looking forward to. SmackDowns we're looking forward to. Doing a little more verses, having a few more guests. We love having,
so many people are lined up. And I would also love to have recurring guests. Like I want to bring, did I say guests? I mean guests.
Guests, yeah.
I want to bring on like Xavier back and like Anea back and even Dawood back, because Dawood would love a competition.
Oh, I bet he would.
Like that was kind of what our episode was. It was like sandwich versus sandwich, and then ended up being like 1 in the morning when we finished. But
if we dedicated a day to do it, we could do a pulled pork SmackDown.
That would be
with everybody's recipe for pulled pork.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty solid.
Yeah. We have to get someone with like a smoker.
That too, or we just need to start earlier in the morning. So we have like an actual 8 hours.
Take a whole day.
To cook a thing.
I do love that.
Pork. Yeah.
That is a good idea.
So yeah, just things like that. Just like throwing new ideas. Please comment any ideas that you have for us. I think of like, how influential Smosh just in general is. A lot of their ideas came from the comments. Like a lot of the
cursed cuisine for us come from a comment.
Exactly. But like I think about like the genres of like they're trying not to laugh, right? Yes. Most of those came from, like especially like the duels, Prop Tart, like all of these things were just ideas that comments suggested. That people had. They were like, hey, let's give it a shot, and it became recurring.
That's so true.
So that kind of thing for us, like please, we want to hear your comments, we want to hear your thoughts, because we want some creativity and we want to
make cool stuff.
Yeah. And also we want to make you happy. Yeah. You're the viewers, which is really you're our audience who we're cooking for. Right. So give us some ideas so we can cook some delicious meals for you.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
But yeah, all in all, mac and cheese episode.
That was awesome.
Fantastic.
So
Had
much
a
fun.
Baller time.
And also, that also went late, but it was like fun because we had
Oh yeah.
Javi and Xavier.
And we were all up in energy, so like
Yeah.
we were good. We were fine to
We were-
wait until 11:30 to start eating our mac and cheese. Like we were just having a blast.
Right. It went really well. Well, cool. I'm going to start making my drink. If you want to talk about our most recent episode that just came out, well, for now, it just came out like yesterday. But,
Yeah. So let's talk about the Caesar salad chicken sandwich.
Yeah, the chicken Caesar one.
So starting out, we had this idea from. Did you find it on Pinterest? Where did you find
What
the chicken salad?
Oh, it was like a meme post. It was a meme
it
post
really?
of a fried chicken Caesar croissant sandwich. And I think like the meme was just like, I would die. Like some kind of like basic meme. But I was like, I saved it because I'm like, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
And it ended up being really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I have a knife?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That kind of thing, right? Meme post. But you kind of have to scientifically like reverse engineer a picture of a sandwich at this point.
Yeah.
So now there's no instructions.
Nope.
You just have a general like word description, a picture description, and then the rest is just you going hog wild hoping to get the right outcome.
Yeah.
And I would say we got the right outcome. It's basically simple enough. You know where to get croissants from. Making them garlic and butter is easy. Just putting some minced garlic and some butter on top and toasting it. It's super simple.
Right. Which, okay, small point to make on that.
Yeah.
You don't usually have to do a lot of crazy fancy techniques to make something taste really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, as an example, croissants are really good. You toast them, they're even better. You toast them with butter, even better. You toast them with butter and garlic, top tier, and Parmesan cheese on top.
Oh,
like,
I forgot about the Parmesan. Yeah.
I tend to forget at least how simple making something delicious can be.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I think, oh, I need fancy cheese or I need to spend X amount of money because this is, so anyway, small point to make. You can do a lot with a little.
Yeah. So, and I'll touch on that in a second. So you've got the croissant, you got fried chicken, and then you got Caesar salad, which are all in their own way easy recipes to make.
Right.
But now you're combining them. So what you thought, like you said, it might have to be complicated, doesn't have to be. It's just a combination of these easy things which make this now complex flavor. Right. So we got our croissant, right? We got our fried chicken. That was just a recipe, well-seasoned fried chicken. We had our Caesar salad, which is easy enough to make. And then combining them all just made this delicious outcome.
It was so good.
It was so good.
I personally feel like there's not many things that beat that flavor. Like, even though like my mac and cheese was really good,
Mm-hmm.
man, that was delectable.
That was solid. Yeah. And I think it's just because it's a combination of things that you already love.
Yeah.
Like fried chicken's wonderful. Caesar salad's wonderful. Croissants, garlic, butter, Parmesan.
Oh.
All of those things are so good.
You can't lose.
Yeah. So you're just combining the best of all of these different worlds that you already individually love.
Right.
It's going to be S tier. There's really no way around it.
Yeah.
But that brings us to the second half of that episode, which was the Caesar salad dirty martini.
Right. Which,
if you like dirty martinis, the potential there is wonderful.
right. We were just talking to some friends today that were like, they like martinis and dirty martinis. And one of them was like, I think I'd be into that. I'm like, honestly, it could have been good.
Yeah. But you really have to have the palate for it, which was, I think, our fault for trying to do a drink that neither of us actually enjoys. And then to make it in, I don't want to say a cursed way, but in my head, that seems cursed. Throwing dressing in a drink.
Yeah.
Which obviously dirty martinis already use olive juice. Depending on how you do it, some of them use like pickle juice, or they use olive oil, salt, and pepper you can put on the top of it.
Yes.
Things like that, which are already like, it's like,
It's
but
odd, but
the potential is there.
Right.
It could very well be an absolutely delicious drink.
Right.
For us, however, not so much.
No.
It just tasted like a dirty martini. You used garlic olive brine.
That was the killer,
Which,
to me.
yeah, personally, I would have gone with regular olive brine just because, I don't know, man, garlic just in a drink to me is not my favorite.
I like garlic stuffed olives. Like, I like them by themselves.
Do you? Okay.
They've done a charcuterie board or something. But I don't know, because then it gets soaked with gin and Caesar salad dressing, and it's like
vermouth.
all together is not very good. The best part of that was the Parmesan rim. That was delicious.
Parmesan rim is pretty.
I would put that on
That's
anything.
a good idea. Yeah,
That was really good.
So yeah, basically, bottom line, not our favorite, but the potential that was there, and the possibilities are endless with regards to how you mix, your dirty martini.
Yeah.
I would say next time more Caesar would have helped, so you can actually get that Caesar.
Definitely more
flavor coming
Caesar.
through. But if the recipe only called for a little bit, it's hard to argue with that. So,
Right. I wasn't sure how much to put in there or not. I was
Yeah.
like, if I put too much, maybe it's just Caesar salad. But
you're just drinking dressing,
just drinking dressing, like
drinking spicy dressing.
someone was just like, I want to drink this, but it's not socially acceptable, so I'm going to put it in a martini.
Yeah, yeah. That's honestly solid.
Possibly. So anyway,
All right, let's get on to your drink.
yeah. So I just felt that these were pretty simple to make.
Yeah, super simple.
It's just you can totally use like champagne or something. I was about to go buy a bottle, so it's just country time lemonade, lemon lime seltzer, and some garnishes, and it looks pretty.
Yeah, looks super
So
good.
let's see if it actually tastes good.
It's good.
It's good.
There's no way around it.
You know what it is? Country time lemonade.
Yeah. But it's tart, and it does have that little bit of carbonation there. I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, all in all, really good month.
Yeah.
Like it was exciting.
Yeah, very much so.
It was different, new, a lot of newness, which was good. And we had a good time. I had a really good time.
Like, you've had the Congruity channel for a long time.
Yeah.
But the Shef Satt channel, hosting your cooking channel, is like a whole different breed.
Completely different.
Yeah, it's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
So,
It's a show,
yeah,
like
it's consistent with following like a specific theme.
Right.
With your short film, channel, you can kind of do anything, but there's no consistent theme to it.
Exactly.
With cooking, it's like, yes, food, specifically who we want to have on,
Right.
what types of food, how we do it. It's like a whole series that we follow, like a whole series of like steps that we follow.
And you have to do it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be like completely consistent with it.
Right.
So it's just a different energy to have when you're working.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, like,
No,
good
really
month.
good.
Crazy month, but good month.
Yeah. I feel like
Lots
we're
of
getting better at it too. Like I feel like we're getting better at structure and making things look nice and just trying to coordinate it so that it's not boring or the same thing over and over again and doing like special things. And speaking of which, things are going to change a little bit because I'm moving next weekend. So I think we're going to try and get one more episode in the kitchen that really made us.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is the one that we did.
This is where the
stuff on.
most progress happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where most of Shef Satt has been filmed.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Couple episodes at your house, couple at mine, and then most of it was here.
Most of
in
it
the
here.
apartment,
Yeah, because the first episode was at my parents' house.
Yep.
So we've had a lot of different locations, a lot of different looks. Appreciate you guys. Like, I don't know. I didn't think anyone would have an
Not
issue
getting
with it,
attached.
but yeah, don't get attached to these places. They change all the time.
Yeah. We
Hopefully-
live in a state where you move a lot.
Yeah, move a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So been here for a year.
Housing market is atrocious, and especially the apartment.
Yeah,
market.
it's nuts. So being here for a year has been great. It's been awesome. It's been great for the show. We tried a lot of things and we've done a lot of things here, but I'm excited for the new place. It's a new look, new design. The kitchen is really nice, so it looks
even more open.
It looked good. It is more. No, this is open as heck. Like this,
you're right. Because
there's so
we
much
have all of
space.
This, yeah.
It's just the there is an island, but the island's lower, so you'll be able to see more of like our body and be able to actually bring back collective cooking. Like we can actually be on screen together because this one is like a little cutout slot, and you can't really have multiple people do something. Whereas that one, like we can have a thing. Oh no, had a great month.
Yeah,
looking forward to next month and what it brings. I think all these drinks were delicious. I think we're gonna be all set for tonight. And we really appreciate you hanging around.
Yeah, thanks for getting into the podcast. I know it's a break from your regular viewing, but
we get a lot of traction on the podcast. People like it.
I know, yeah.
So it's
had people talk to me.
Thank you for liking it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you listening to us yap for an hour or so. And, we have a great time. I always look forward to the podcast. Because one, I love the setup. It's so much fun.
It's nice to just talk.
It's nice to just chat and
just break down how we felt about each of the episodes too.
That was really good. So yeah, Well, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you guys and
Love you
listening.
so
Those on
much.
Spotify. Love you very much. And we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And bon appetit. Keep cooking.
Keep cooking. Bon appetit.
Yeah. Sick.
Peace out.
Peace out. Adios. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I just go back.